Metropolis is bottled up, but not by Brainiac, and definitely not by Lex Luthor, but by his sister, Lena Luthor. Is Superman the only one who can save the city? What's up, guys? Welcome to Comic Chronicles. Episode 9 of the 5th season of Harley Quinn is gearing up for the big finale of the season, and things are getting super intense in Metropolis. So much so that Harley and Ivy had to turn to Lex Luthor for help to save the city since Superman decided to take a vacation. Make sure to hit that like button on the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. In your opinion, was Harley Quinn a good animated series? Did you enjoy this season? Please drop your thoughts in the comments because I'm definitely checking them out. Thanks a lot, and let's dive into another detailed recap and review. Minutes before Metropolis gets bottled, Bruce Wayne is sulking in his apartment, trying to figure out why Lena wanted to break up with him, while the Joker listens to his woes, trying to get Bruce to sign the internship paperwork for Sophia, his daughter who works at Wayne Enterprises. As Lois drives, she wonders why she's still in the city, considering she resigned from the Daily Planet and believes the paper won't survive without her. At the Daily Planet, Clayface and Bane are celebrating the Muckraker awards the paper received. Suddenly, a bolt of energy slices through the city, shrinking it down to get bottled by Lena. Flashing back to when Lena Luthor was a kid, we see her playing with Lex's train set. Lena accidentally breaks the miniature LexCorp of Metropolis, and her brother walks in just in time. She apologizes and tries to explain it was an accident, but Lex, always arrogant, says Lena is the accident and that she shouldn't mess with his stuff, especially his Metropolis, and bans her from the room with the train set. Yeah, you guys, the episode sets up that Lena and Lex were always bickering in childhood, and this somehow shaped who they became as adults. This is also discussed later in the episode about their perspectives on each other and how that affected both of them, but for now, the episode just shows us the childhood flashback. Back in the present, Lena is bragging about having bottled Metropolis and now running a mini-city with living people inside, rubbing her power in Brainiac's face, who's still shrunk down and trapped like a pet. Outside the bottle, Harley Quinn is freaking out, letting out her anger, and vents to Ivy that she doesn't want to hide anything that bothers her in the relationship, to the point of keeping it to herself until acting like Lena, but Ivy assures her that's never gonna happen. While brainstorming a plan to take down Lena, Harley remembers that she can reach out to Batman through the Batcave, so she takes Ivy, Sharon, and Lex, who's still out cold, over there. Meanwhile, inside the bottle, the robots are searching for Lex all over the city, attacking everyone to gather intel. Bruce and Joker meet up with Lois, and Bruce saves her from one of the robots, so the three of them team up to grab gear at Wayne Tower to fight off the robots. Back in the Batcave, Harley accesses the Bat computer, and we see a reference to the movie The Batman when she types in the password El Rata Alada. Look at that, the Batman showing up as an Easter egg in Harley Quinn. This reference is pretty subtle, but it's there. El Rata Alada really made waves back when the movie was released. There was that whole thing with the website that was up for a spell, with clues in the film's post-credits leading to the Rata Alada site. On the flip side, when the movie dropped, some people didn't like the scene with Penguin, Batman, and Gordon talking about Rata Alada because they felt it made Batman seem a bit dim for not knowing Spanish, but hey, there's always drama, no matter how silly. I like this Easter egg in Harley Quinn, it was cool, and only folks who saw the Batman will catch that reference. Harley gets in touch with Bruce, and they both try to play coy with the rest of the group, saying Bruce has connections to Batman because he finances him. Harley shares that she's with Lex and the plan is to go with whatever Lex comes up with as soon as he wakes up. At first, Joker laughs at the idea, but since no one has a better plan, they roll with it. Bruce mentions that Wayne Enterprises had been developing gear for Batman that could help since it interferes with electromagnetic signals and could disable the Skull ship's cloaking. But first, the Bat computer can activate the Wayne satellite's beams to pull the ship back into Earth's atmosphere. Harley quickly hangs up because Lex woke up. They show Lex the mayhem happening in Metropolis thanks to Lena and ask for his help. At first, he refuses, saying his sister is dead to him after leaking info about his crimes to Lois. Everyone's shocked by this because that Pulitzer-worthy material Lois got was delivered by Lena, she just published it. But after Lena makes a speech threatening the city if they don't deliver Lex, he changes his mind, saying he'll step in because he loves the city more than he hates his sister. Then, at Wayne Enterprises, Bruce activates the Bat radio, disabling the Skull ship's cloaking, and the crew in the Batcave grabs the Batwing to get to the ship. When Harley and Poison Ivy finally reach Lena, the villain dismisses them like they're nothing, but her attitude changes when she sees her brother Lex. Meanwhile, at Wayne Enterprises, Joker suggests calling Superman as a plan B since he doesn't think Harley's plan will work, but Lois and Bruce's communicator goes dead. Suddenly, the Bat radio starts beeping and explodes. Bruce says that's a common defect with that device overloading nearby devices and blowing up. Joker and Lois complain, but he insists it's not his fault, it's on the teenager who invented the device, and Joker jumps in to defend his daughter. Now, all of Metropolis is cut off from communication, but Lois has an idea on how they can still reach out. On the Skull ship, Lena shows Lex Metropolis, and he remarks that it looks just like his train set, all while pulling out a box with a little locomotive. He believes his sister doesn't want to run Metropolis but just wants to play with her toys, something she's never been able to do. Lena grabs the locomotive and uses it to smack him in the face, correcting his argument by saying that what she really wants is to destroy his toys and finally step out of his shadow, being the star of the show. Then she grabs the shrinking gun and aims it at Lex. But Harley has the brilliant idea of using her psychology skills to convince Lena to change her mind, but things don't go as she planned, and now Lena and Lex want to team up, not to run Metropolis, but to conquer the universe. The two siblings use the shrinking gun on Ivy, Harley, and Harley's mom, trapping them in bottles. Far away, at the Daily Planet, Lois grabs a telegraph to try and communicate with Superman. She sends the message, opens a bottle of drink to wait, and offers a sip to Bruce, who declines with a comment indicating he has an eating disorder. She notes that this is pretty common among superheroes, and she was writing an article about it before the supposed Perry changed everything at the paper. Bruce says things at the Daily Planet should change, and Lois should be the new editor-in-chief, revealing he can make that happen since he bought the Daily Planet a few years back. Meanwhile, in the bottle, Harley blames herself for everything happening, saying she only moved to Metropolis because she wanted everything to be perfect. Brainiac laments that he feels the same way. At the end of the episode, we see Lois's SOS signal being sent out into the cosmos to Superman. And folks, that was episode 9 of the 5th season of Harley Quinn. It was a solid episode. I liked the brief Easter eggs that popped up. I also enjoyed the moment when the main characters ventured into the Batcave, and there are plenty of funny moments in this episode, in my opinion. I want to highlight a brief joke where Bruce, trying to keep his secret identity under wraps, says he's financing Batman, and as silly and funny as that may sound, it actually happened in the comics. This was during the time when Batman was recruiting various so-called Batmans around the world, and that massive team got dubbed Batman Incorporated. During this time, Bruce Wayne publicly announced that Wayne Enterprises would be funding Batman, so, as goofy as that joke in Harley Quinn may be, it's actually something that went down in the comics. Aside from those Easter eggs we just covered, this episode doesn't offer many other intriguing details, except that it's setting the stage for Superman's return because, let's face it, Harley and Ivy alone aren't gonna cut it against someone with Lena's insane tech level and Brainiac's resources. So, it's gotta be Superman to save the day. But now, I want to hear your thoughts. Did you dig this episode of Harley Quinn? What did you think of the 5th season? What was your favorite part of this episode? Drop it in the comments, I really want to know your opinion. Don't forget to hit that like button on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications, because I'm cooking up more Harley Quinn videos and others from DC that you won't want to miss. Plus, consider supporting our work through the thanks button next to the like and subscribe button showing on your phone. That way, you'll help us invest even more into the channel, and you'll keep getting quality videos with the best stories and increasingly sharp analyses, and you'll stay updated on all superhero news. Huge thanks for all the support you give us. I'll leave a video recommendation for you if you enjoyed this Harley Quinn video. I'm sure you'll like this one too. And to stay in the loop on everything that happened this season of Harley Quinn, click on this playlist on your screen and check out all the details and Easter eggs. Thanks a ton, and see you next time.